Hello. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Dr. Candice here, your board certified pediatrician and the kids doc, as they say. Anyway, I am late today. So I usually try to come on at 1, but the clinic was very busy today. Everybody's still trying to get their back to school physicals done, which that's great. So we ran over and I'm rushing to do this, so it'll be in a hurry because the next clinic's session is already started and I'm just waiting for them to room everybody and I'll start back up. So I'm going to try to be quick. So this month is full of kid health observances. One of them is Eye Health and Safety Month, Children's Eye Health and Safety Month. So I thought it was perfect to give you some tips, 5 tips today for healthy eyes for your kids, okay? So our first tip make sure your kids have healthy eyes, which is very important because I posted some things on Facebook this week in observance of this, and basically some stats that I learned that were profound were that 1 in 4 kids can have eye problems and we may not even know about it. And then also that about 80% of what we learn is through what we see. So it's important that your children have healthy eyes so that they can see everything and learn and that we recognize any problems. So the first tip to have healthy eyes, for your kids to have healthy eyes. Hello there, Elsa. Hi, Linda. The first tip is to make sure you know if they're healthy or not, to make sure that you identify any problems. And the way you do that is seeing your pediatrician for their well visits, having that wall chart eye screen. And if that's not done, if they pick up on any problems, further going to get their eye exams, okay? I had shared before that children should get yearly eye exams, and we want them to have their first look maybe around 6 months, and then definitely start having regular ones around 3 or so, 3 to 5. So get that eye exam because the eye doctor can pick up on things that we don't notice, that we don't see. And not all the time children will complain that they can't see and you may not notice it. So get the eye exam, okay? Also, discuss any symptoms. So if your child is always rubbing their eyes, if their eyes are always watery or you feel like they're dry, if they complain of headaches but it's mostly around their eyes, those are all reasons to get in and get it checked out and have that eye exam. So that's the first tip for having healthy vision, having healthy eyes, is getting the eye exam, discussing any symptoms, and making sure you know if the eyes are healthy or not. That's the only way to know. The second tip is hygiene, eye hygiene. Hygiene everywhere is important, right? But we definitely want to make sure that we teach our kids how to take care of our eyes and make sure they're clean and keep them clean. And so the way to do that is make sure you talk to your kids about not always putting their hands in their eyes. And that's very hard, especially if they're itchy from allergies or they're dry or something's in there. So talk to them about washing their hands a lot. Try not to mess with their eyes too much. And if they do, be gentle because the eyes are delicate, okay? The big one probably here is for our teens as we start to wear makeup. If you wear contacts for teens and young adults, making sure that you're using the proper techniques and good hygiene and cleaning those contacts and wearing those contacts, okay? That's big. So follow the recommendations from your eye doctor. And then with the makeup, making sure you're cleaning your makeup tools, your hands, and changing those brushes and all of that stuff out because you can easily get eye infections that can cause problems if you're not observing the proper hygiene techniques with your eyes and makeup and contacts, okay? That's the big point here. Number 3, the third tip is safety. So there are always, injury is a big deal for kids, right? Young children, school-age children, teenagers. And when we talk about sports injuries, when we talk about injuries when they're playing, a lot of those injuries are to the eyes, getting poked in the eye. So can you imagine? We could think of all types of examples. Sword fighting, fighting with sticks, shooting the Nerf guns, playing sports that involve sticks and poles like lacrosse and things of that nature. So we definitely want to make sure our young people are using the proper safety equipment that protects their eyes. And don't feel bad and feel over the top if you're a parent who has some cool safety goggles. Put your shields up, your eye shields on, so that your kids can run around and do their sword play and play with Nerf guns if you do, because you definitely don't want to damage those eyes and have permanent damage that can affect their vision. So be safe with the eyes, with play and with sports. And if you're using equipment, you're doing yard work, all of those things can pop up very quickly. So put on the goggles, put on the safety shields, and safety prevention. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? So be safe with the eyes. The fourth tip is the sun. Protect your eyes from the sun. Just like we talk about protecting the skin from sunburn and protecting the skin from those UV rays, you have to protect your eyes. They filter all of that light, and they can be sunburned and they can be damaged from the sun. So wearing sunglasses is not just cool, but it's also important to wear sunglasses and wear sunglasses that have the proper protection from the UV rays, okay? My last tip is screens. Our smartphones, our tablets, our iPads, our computers, anything with a screen. And unfortunately, that's around to stay, guys. So I'm working and I'm on a computer screen all day for about 8 hours. So when I talk to my eye doctor and for my glasses or whatever, when I have to use them, I need to have that glare protection, that blue light protection, all of those things. But our children are on screens a lot. And also they have to do homework for play and for homework and for learning. So we need to make sure that we're limiting that time as much as we can, because there are eye conditions that are coming about just because of high screen use, okay? So there's fatigue, there's eye strain, there's blurry vision, there's dry eyes. All of that can come from just overuse of screens. So talk to the eye doctor about those things and how much screen time your children get, and make sure to limit it. There's a 20-20-20 rule, okay, that all of us need to observe, especially our kids. If you're on the screens a long time, every 20 minutes you need to look up at a distance about 20 feet far off for 20 seconds. That gives your eyes a brief rest. I say do that as long as possible. So stopping, looking up every 20 minutes, looking out at least 20 feet, and for 20 seconds is important to give your eyes a rest. So those are my tips. Make sure you get your eye exams to make sure you know if the eyes are healthy. Discuss any problems. Eye hygiene is so important. Eye safety equipment, goggles, shields. Sun protection, sunglasses, and screens. Making sure that we limit the screen time, because we are getting some eye damage, vision problems from excessive screen use. And I hope this was helpful. This will keep your children's eyes happy and healthy. Also, it helps for adults, okay? Also, if you want more details on this, go to Kidding Around with Dr. Candice. I'm always going to plug that, my podcast. Episode 20, The Eyes Have It, is with Dr. Loretta Justin, and we go into detail of all of these tips on eye health for kids, okay? Now, next week, the Word in the Clinic, we have another observance this month about immunizations. And I know that's a hot, controversial topic. So I would love for you guys to send me your questions about immunizations, about vaccines, about shots. Any questions you have, nothing silly, nothing's off limits. Send me your questions, put them in comments, or go to info@drcandicemd.com and send me your vaccine questions, and I will take some of them. And next week, the Word in the Clinic will be answering your questions about vaccines. I just wanted to give you that opportunity. So anyway, you can get me on social media or through my website. Send me your vaccine questions, and that will be Word in the Clinic next week, and I will answer your questions. So today was about eye health. listen to this, share this, and you can go to episode 20 of Kidding Around with Dr. Candice and get more details on eye health for kids. I apologize, that episode, the connection was pretty bad on Skype, but it's great information, so tough through that. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk next week with the Word in the Clinic, and make sure you please send me your questions on vaccinations. Hi, Aunt Maxine. Mwah. Harvey, thanks for watching. Rhonda, thanks for watching. Lanaya, thanks for watching. Layla, Dr. Strice, and Dr. Clay. You always throw me off with that. She is an awesome hematologist here in Florida, one of my med school friends. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Please share the information. Hopefully it was helpful. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk next week with the Word in the Clinic.